coming to you from the heart of the campus of Columbia University, and I'm with two students here who are New Yorkers. This is Haya, and this is Jessica. Hey guys, how you doing today?
We're feeling good.
Now, I have a feeling that's just a pleasantry response because you just told me about something that happened right behind you here on the main encampment at Columbia. You tried to engage, or you tried to go on the grass, your students here. So what happened when you tried to join?
So we went in just to see how it is, with no symbols other than my star.
So you did have your Star of David on.
And within, how long did it take? Under 2 minutes. They started, they were like, mic check, we have a Zionist that has entered the encampment, which, I don't know why they assumed that, but they made a human chain of, I don't know, it looked like 200 people, 200 plus, 300 maybe, people, and they were like, we're going to push the Zionists out of the encampment. And
they said, take one step forward. Then the whole mob takes a step forward. And then Kamani James, our special friend, he says, now we take another step forward.
Be glad, be grateful that I'm not just going out and murdering Zionists. They don't deserve to live comfortably, let alone Zionists don't deserve to live. The same way we're very comfortable accepting that Nazis don't deserve to live, fascists don't deserve to live, racists don't deserve to live, Zionists, they shouldn't live in this world.
I feel like with everything that's been happening, you really can't.
You can't know for certain. I actually had the thought that we might get trampled, but then we were just sort of looking at each other okay, this has to be fake. This is too surreal. It was dystopian for sure.
It really is, and I think a lot of people around the country are seeing what's happening here at Columbia and other universities now, and it really does feel like we're in a different era. And I've been telling people, if you want to know what it was like in the 1930s, this is it right here, and I'm so sorry that you had to experience that. Jewish people should never have to go through that stuff again. And I'm so sorry that anti-Semitism persists. At Life in Messiah, we are doing everything we can to pray against it, to stand against it, to speak out against it. But as you can see, it's quite a tidal wave when it takes hold. What do you think the protesters are missing? Have you been able to dialogue with any of your friends or anything? I have my own thoughts that they seem to be believing a lot of lies, a lot of propaganda. What is it that you think they're missing?
Well, communication and clarity. I don't think most of these people really know what they're protesting.
Most of them don't know what they're protesting, it seems. And that's when I was outside here, I tried to engage some protesters, and they would not engage me. We have the Hamas charter printed off with us because I wanted to see if they would read the Hamas charter, and they would not.
I remember these two girls approached my friend and I, who were throwing a football right here. Just throwing a football. Again, had no signs, nothing out. She comes over and she's like, how could you be doing this? This is disgraceful when there's a genocide going on. And I explained to her, I don't think there's a genocide going on. And then we got into a conversation, and then I was like, well, we can both agree Hamas are terrorists. And she was like, well, I think from their perspective, they wouldn't consider themselves a terrorist. And I was like, what kind of twisted answer? You're such a good politician.
Seems like critical thinking has left the chat,
I mean, you saw it in the human chamber.
And I wanted to add to that story. I mean, I think it's gone around already, so a lot of people know about this, but the person leading that chant in January had a disciplinary hearing with Columbia because he stated online that he doesn't think that Zionists deserve to live, and he would kill a Zionist if he could, and that when he fights to kill. And Columbia didn't do anything about it. So right now, I believe he's not allowed on campus because Columbia stated that he's not allowed on campus. I don't know if that means that he was expelled or suspended. Really?
Yep.
So he wasn't even suspended, apparently.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
That's the person who was leading us. So thinking back to that, I really like it. It's really scary. I don't know what could have happened to us.
Identified us for whatever reason as Zionists. and he's the person who said, I want to kill Zionists. By the transitive property, he wanted to kill us.
That's right. That's right. And we all know, based on Jewish history, that when somebody makes those kinds of threats, we should take them seriously. Now, what year are you here at Columbia?
I'm a junior.
I'm also a junior.
Okay. Will you be coming back next year?
Yeah, because they want to scare you, but we can't leave.
I've definitely thought about it, like taking a leave of absence, but I think that it's important that we keep our Jewish presence over here. I know there was a rabbi who said that like he recommends that people go home, but I honestly don't, like, I understand why he said that, but I don't agree with it. I think that it's important to stand up to this, just like, and many people did stand up in 1930, but I think that it's important that, like, it's our time right now to stand up. And
That's right. And I've been encouraging folks who follow Life in Messiah that it's our time to stand up with the Jewish community. If there was ever a time, this is it. And so I want to encourage everybody who's watching or listening to this to pray for the Jewish community and to speak out against anti-Semitism, and let your Jewish friends know in your own community that you're standing with them against this rising tide of hatred. The fastest way for the downfall of the United States is to have the scourge of anti-Semitism run its way through this country, and we cannot allow it to happen. Chaya, Jessica, thank you so much for joining us, and God bless, and we do pray for you and for your safety, and pray that God gives you wisdom as you go forward.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
thank you.
Until next time, from Columbia University, Shalom.